Hello, hello, and hello. Let's see if I can... There we go. Slightly less far away. I'm trying to think of a phrase or a word that can go there. I think it's going to have to be Fenris, because apparently there's no single official motto according to the AI googly crap. I would have liked to do Fenris Hjolda, or however you pronounce that, but I'm not, I can't write that small, I think. I can try, I can see if I can... With my very smallest tipped brush, I can do a test. See if I can, have I got something where I can write on the back of this? And we shall get, I'll use some Screaming Skull for that to see if I can manage it, who knows? I very much doubt it, but we'll, if I can, that would be cool. Let's see how much space we have. Not a lot. A bit more, I think. From there. To there. Well, we'll see if I can do this. I don't. I think I'll have to write really, really small. I will put this on a don't snap. See if I can clip this base in here without, well, when it's upside down, because it's obviously got the wrong... Oh no, it's not going to hold it, is it? No. I'll stick it on. I do have a fine liner in the house. I might be able to make it work. Maybe? I think if I do that, it's gonna have to be with a pen. Jeez, what did I do with this brush? Nothing good, clearly. Very sorry, little brush. Did not mean to abuse. Anyway, not this brush then. Let's try that one. See if I can mark this out. Because that's approximately how big it is. Obviously not that fat, but lengthwise. No, it's gonna have to be Corvus black, I think. Maybe. Hey, Kamalos. Long time no see indeed. How are you? Might be able to make that work. No, I'm not signing a piece. I'm practicing, and it's the only flat piece of plastic I've got. I need to write something in this banner, like on this scroll here, and I'm debating what. Not bad, relaxing for a bit after work. Nice. I was wondering if I can... fit this in Fenris Hjolda, but it's going to be very, very... Well, it should be a good idea, but the problem is that I'm impatient and if there's no real pressure to do it right, I rush it. Kind of like, well, I can probably not do it, just do it right twice, so if I think I can fit it in, then probably will be able to, but otherwise not. But yeah, well, I might, if I go for Black Templar contrast instead of Corvus Black, that might flow easier. Ooh, wriggle. Hey, paint it.
I'm not a shrimp.
Bonk posture check. Turning the heating off because I'm slowly beginning to boil. Thank you for the care package. How are you? You okay? A bit tired? It was an office day today and it was hot and lots of people. Oh god. Oh, well done. I think I might be able to do it. And if not, I can always fix it. I can always fix it. I'm writing on bases because I wanted to test whether or not I could do it, and I wanted to do it on something that wasn't going to ruin this scroll. So I thought if I write it there, I might be able to work out if I can make it fit. So I think I can make it fit. The only thing I need to do is probably work out how I want to spell it, or like how I want to. Fenrika? What, Fenrika is not standard for part of the term. Vika Fenrika, is the name of the space was more. That's way easier. Way easier than Fenris Hjolda. Let's go with that. So R is in the middle. give that a little test as well. Yeah, I'm not I'm not a wizard. I wouldn't even be able to do that with a pen on that, something that small. Is it Fenrica with the Y? Let's go Fenrica. I think I'll have to go get a a fine liner for this because I am not the best at scroll work apparently. Yeah, I don't think there's a scroll on the other shoulder. No, there isn't. Let's have a look, see if the other shoulder with the thing has a scroll on it. No, the other side also doesn't have a scroll on it. Okay. It does work. Yeah, I was looking at other bits, but this I might just have to go with capital letters because I don't think I'll be able to make something rune-like look good. because there's a Y in there. It looks a bit like kids' scribbles this way, so we shall change that. Hair dryer. Hair dryer. What's everyone up to this week? Anyone doing anything fun? Or shit? Or... I have very few plans. The only thing that I've got planned this Friday is taking my dog to the dog groomer. Which is always quite nice because it means that I can go have breakfast local, like... it's, I don't really know how to describe it. They sell like sandwiches, but also... Not, they don't really... They do probably... It's open sandwiches. And they're all a bit gastro-pubby, so you'll get like... they'll do a... avocado and halloumi and poached egg with bacon on sourdough with like a chili jam kind of situation, or they do a full English breakfast but with their own homemade what are they called? Baked beans, stuff like that. It's quite a nice place, quite expensive, but it's like an excuse to treat myself to an hour of nothing with my book, with a nice tea and... I'm better than this. What on earth am I doing? Yeah, with my smut indeed. Well, at the moment, the book I'm reading at the moment, I don't know if it is smut yet. It's a new one, so I don't know if it's... or new to me anyway. I haven't worked out if it's smutty yet. Probably will be by the yeah, it's either going to be cute, smutty, or borderline problematic. Reading is reading, yeah, I think so. And I listen to a lot of audiobooks as well, so... I consume a lot of written media in various ways. Sometimes for these things I feel like writing upside down is actually easier than writing the right way up. Yeah, this is also the place where I was reading a book and wasn't expecting a massive plot twist where someone important to the story was going to die. And I just sat there in that place with my cup of tea, just bawling my eyes out. Well, not loudly, but like crying with my book. I told Nick's sister, who recommended this book to me, like, you should have warned me. He's like, well, can't exactly warn you without giving you massive spoilers, so... But that does then make me worried for the rest of the book, like who else is going to die, who else, and then I always end up putting it off. Which is weird because I love reading. Well, if I'm expecting a traumatic experience, so to say, it's more difficult for me to get enthusiastic about picking my book up. Whereas now, this book that I've just started actually feels really fun and chill, and like, oh yeah, nice. Do you read at all, Painter? Not as much as you used to. Nice. What genre of books do you read? You listen to books while painting and when it's slow at work. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Sci-fi, fantasy, Warhammer runs, yeah, nice. Any favorite books? Betting books is good. Free library of sci-fi and fantasy books that the publishers usually the first few books of a series. Oh, cool. Doesn't ring a bell. I've never heard of them, so it's quite a good tip. For me, I don't really mind spending money on books, but because of how much I read, it gets really expensive very quickly if I didn't use like book libraries and stuff like that. Or in my case, Kindle Unlimited, which is an absolute godsend. Like, I know we don't like giving Daddy Bezos money, but yeah. Oh god. He does know how to get my money. Magician by Raymond Feist. Yeah. Is it very good? One in three in a very long series. Oh, nice. Let me Google that real quick, and then I'll have it in my history. Rift War Saga. I feel like I've read that. Maybe not. Might have to have a look at that. Don't have any dark brown on my palette at the moment. Oh, this poor brush. I thought I'd cleaned this properly, but not even remotely. Stick that upright for a bit. Let some of that IPA go into the ferrule, which is obviously not good. Don't do what I do. There we go. Nearly upended my black temper contrast. Not what you want to do. Cool. I will give that a wash when it's dry. I haven't actually looked at so many tabs open again. Why do I have so many tabs? That can go, that can go, that can go. I think that will probably be pretty close. Get my reds out. Red and black. Red. And blood red. Let's see. Move that out of the way so the camera doesn't focus on it all the time. Chris, how are you? Welcome, Raiders. How is everyone doing? Mr. Ed, hi, Cat, Chris. How are you doing, guys? You alright? How was your stream, Chris? Had to stop early, sadly pain started getting bad, but other than that it was a great stream. Working on a commission piece, very nice. What are you working on? Yeah, it's alright. I'm going to have to like weather it a bit because obviously it's way too crisp at the moment. It needs like a wash and some stippling and stuff. I'm doing a test on this gem. But I've never done a diamond-shaped gem before, and it's interesting. Dr. Voodoo. Oh, here I'm looking around for my phone. Dr. Voodoo. Oh, awesome! I do actually know who that is. That's very cool. Are you having a good time with it? Also, if you need to go, because you're in pain or whatever, obviously go. Don't hang around. Thank you. Yeah, you must be Cash. You all right? I'm doing a test. I've never done a gem in this shape yet, so thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've never done a gem in this shape before, and I'm just trying to give it a bit more interest. Obviously bearing in mind I'm going to have to replicate it like 16 times across this model. It's a really fun model and I hope I'm doing it justice. I've put some pics on Discord. Oh, I'll have a look later. That sounds really fun. I do often like those larger larger scale models. I haven't actually painted one yet, but Nick is working on one from Expedition 33, and it's really cool. So yeah, it's one of those things that I eventually will probably do, but at the moment I'm too busy with my other stuff. Where did I should do ice yellow, shouldn't I? Ice yellow. Itchy. It's actually a bit cold in here. I have to turn the heating on, which is surprising. Yeah, I think I was trying to think of the largest scale thing that I've done so far. Yeah, obviously the bigger monsters, so like the bugs, the Alariel bug, Balthanus' bug is big. Oh, the Tree Lord from Sylvaneth is quite big, and this guy's brother, also quite big, but again, yeah, still not as big as the larger. The larger options out there. God. I'm really excited because tomorrow I'm going to get my new nail polish. Nick's sister ordered for us, and it's the Halloween set, limited edition Halloween set, and it comes with glow-in-the-dark nail polish and one color changing nail polish that changes color based on your temperature, basically like a mood ring but on your nails. And I feel like I'm like 13 again. It's like, oh my god, so exciting. Pretty colors. That's too pastel-y still. I mean, hello. Are you okay? I hope you didn't hurt yourself. You use nail polish for your dragon's eyes. Awesome. What kind of nail polish? Yeah, I'm especially stoked for the color changing one, but the glow in the dark is going to be really fun as well. And there's like a neon green one, and yeah, it's going to be super silly. Oh, don't drop my paintbrush. You dent to your head. Really dark blue, it basically looks black. Wanted something glossy so I didn't have to paint reflection white dots. Ah, clever. And you didn't want to use just a gloss varnish on it? Obviously not, otherwise you would have done. No. I didn't even think of it until after. Fair enough. Sometimes we come up with alternative solutions that work really, really well, purely on a necessity that, well, we find afterwards wasn't really necessary. Come up with solutions to problems that aren't really problems, but might be a problem in the future, so this way you don't have to resolve the issue if you ever run out of gloss varnish. Gonna do Twitch rounds quickly. Nice, no works, no worries. Exactly, it worked, so here we are. Grey Wolf, how are you? Welcome in. You doing okay? You don't sound too convinced. One of those good enough days. Finished a Titan last week, you just needed a break. That's fair. They are... or they can be a bit much, projects like that. Okay, messy little guys. Oh, I see. It feels underwhelming, yeah. Yeah, I get that. I fully get that. I suppose they don't feel as like exciting as a big Titan. Missed you guys, plus trying to get the rose gold is a bit worrisome. Why is it worrisome? Was it the expense or obligations at home, or just worried about the journey, which is also fair? I'm not much of a traveler myself. I don't like it. Don't know if you have the time off available. Yeah, I think that's one of those annoying problems that I think Europeans have less to worry about. Because we have a set number of holiday days each year that we can just use. And yeah. I tend to reset at the start of the year, but that doesn't really help you much, obviously. Yeah, it gets expensive pretty quickly, but that seems like a very large amount, even for an international journey. I don't think I spent that much, and I went for 2 weeks when I went to America. How are you calculating that? I don't mean to pry, but I just trying to think with you more than anything. How much are flights nowadays? Because if you pick one of the hotels that we stayed at, either like a Premier Inn or a Holiday Inn, that'll be like £250 for the weekend, I think. Shouldn't be too crazy. Yeah, I have no idea what flights are nowadays. Heathrow, or yeah, it depends on where. I think Heathrow is the easiest connection to the States. We flew from Heathrow. It's also the correct side of London, I think, if you want to take the train from there. And it wouldn't at all surprise me if there's people traveling from that direction who can, like, maybe pick you up or something. Which would save you the train journey. Yeah. Yeah, like Kat is saying, it sounds like a lot, but or like more than it would need to cost. Obviously, it's not cheap, but if you fly like British Airways, a bit they were all right. Looking about £1,000 just for the flight. Yeah, but that sounds about right, but the rest isn't that expensive, that's the thing. The flight is going to be your main expense, I think. And I might be wrong, but... The most expensive day is the day we Chris to Warhammer World. Yeah. I guess... Would you take the train up to Warhammer World? Or would you travel up there with Chris in the car? Because Warhammer World itself is not super expensive either. It's like £18 or something like that entry. Like, you're innocent. Yeah, the train would be. Look, trains in England are not cheap. Unfortunately, they are not cheap. But would it like be an option to do it the other way around? Like rather than flying into Heathrow and then yes. You sure you can talk the missus into staying with us? It's not me who has to stay. It's Gray. Gray is the one who's in trouble, or is worried about the costs of his trip to Warhammer World. Lots of factors, yeah. Obviously, there's a lot going on. And if you're gonna come all this way, you want to be able to do it right and not have to look at or like turn over every penny before you can spend it. Like, have I got the funds to do X, Y, Z? Is not exactly how you want to be spending your holiday. Babysitter just speak so you don't get out of control of Warhammer World. I mean, Painted lives around the corner. Again, you claim innocence. You keep using this word. I don't think it means what you think it means. If you're with me, you're not innocent. No, that's fair. I mean, to be honest, like, Chris is probably far from innocent, regardless of the company he's with. Just from my limited experience. Dang it. Dang nabbit. Lies, yeah, obviously. Pure innocence. Look at him, he's practically got a halo. Oh no, wait, that's a beard. I mean, he is a bit transparent. Got a run of gratitude. Thank you so much for joining, Gray. Try not to worry. I know that's easier said than done, but I know from the sounds of it, you're well on your way in the planning stages, which I feel like you'll be fine. But yeah, I barely know the man, and he's. I know that if he's awake, he's probably up to no good, in the best way possible. Damn it, Chris, you're doing charity work again. The other day, like last week, I think, when I went to our train shop around next to my office, they sell miniature trains and stuff and hobby stuff, and I knew that they'd had a like a bake sale, a charity bake sale the day before, but I couldn't get out from work, so I was like, I'll just nip in the day after and see if I can still donate. So I went in, bought some paints, as you do. Speaking of paints, I should probably try the orange. There was an orange in that set. I like you. So yeah, I went and I bought some paints, bought some snow, like fake snow stuff, and I asked like, "Oh, can I still donate to bake sale?" And this was for Macmillan, and he said, "Yeah, sure." So I said, "Okay, can you do like a 20 quid donation from me?" Then so yeah, that's yeah, cool. So he added 20 quid to my total. And then today, that was last week, I think. Then today, I heard a really soft knock on the door, the office. I was like, "What's going on?" So I walked to the door. Hello. He was stood there with a box, like a metal tin thing, about yay big. He's like, "Yeah, you know, the lady who does our bake sales, she thought it was so nice of you to come in even the day after and still donate. And she said you can't donate and then not have a bake, not have cake for it. So she baked you a cake. Here it is. I hope you like lemon drizzle." And the thing is probably it's like it's like a loaf cake, like a tray bake kind of thing. It's massive. So I now have a whole freaking lemon drizzle cake, which I'm obviously going to give to Nick to take to work with him, because oh my god, what am I going to do with a tray bake lemon drizzle? Obviously, I already had a piece and I could freeze some, but I feel like fresh lemon drizzle is pretty amazing. So I will give some to Nick to take to work. Eat it. Lemon drizzle is one of my favorite cakes. It's up there. It's like, yeah, it'll freeze well. That's what I said as well. But yeah, Nick has some nice colleagues at work as well, so he can bring some with him to work tomorrow. I'll freeze some. Might have another slice, or another piece when I'm done with my stream. Maybe. I'm gonna go wash my hair before tomorrow morning, because I don't want to do it early morning. I hate washing my hair in the morning. And might have a piece with some tea in bed or something. Yeah, not yet, later. I have another 6 hours. Yeah, I know. See, I try to get out of it sometimes, but you never let me go. Like a prisoner. This also had a crunchy, like sugary bits on top. Might have a similar recipe then. Yeah, I love a lemon drizzle. It's so good. It's probably my favorite of the cakes that I can bake myself. Because I'm not gonna sit here and make a lemon meringue pie. I am not bake-off material. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind baking. Like I quite like it, but I don't normally take the time for it to do it. This is quite a nice orange, actually. Look, it's these are the ionic colors. These. You need to eat all the gluten things I cannot have. Oh no, are you gluten intolerant? That sucks. And red? Just red? Oh man, that sucks. Proper celiac. Oh no. I am so sorry. Yeah, oh god. We, when I used to go to, summer camp, pony camp, when I was younger, and then when I was older as an adult, as a guide, we also had a couple of kids with celiacs. And we basically food prepped in a different kitchen for them, just to make sure that there was no contamination or anything like that, so just to make sure that we didn't accidentally kill a child. And not to take separate treats with us to the forest for the kids who couldn't eat the normal treats. It's more depressing at Easter and Christmas. Yeah, I can imagine. Well, at least at Easter you still have chocolate, right? But not being able to eat like the things like the what are they called? The Italian big bready-like things. You made a really nice gluten-free red velvet cake for your partner's parents' ruby wedding. Oh, nice. They do fortunately have pretty decent gluten-free alternatives for most things now. And I find that a lot less offensive to eat than like a vegetarian meat. I think like a vegetarian hamburger to me is like, if you're gonna imitate meat, you might as well eat meat. Why can't you just make a nice vegetable burger? I love a good veggie burger. But something that's supposed to taste like meat? Like what, if you want it to taste like meat, then that's not really... You're not being a true veggie. In my eyes, anyway. It's easy for me to say because I'm not a vegetarian. You forgot. That's the second time you forgot that I paint Wednesdays. Yeah, I paint Wednesdays. How are you, Dagmad? You alright? You can live without meat. The trick to good vegan food, don't try it. No, exactly. I do not understand why people who are vegetarians or vegans try to make things taste like meat. There are so many fantastic alternatives to meat. Why would you try and make something taste like meat? It just does not make any sense to me. But then I'm not a vegetarian, so I can. It's easy for me, I guess. But at the same time, I just don't really understand why you would want to imitate something that you don't want to eat. It just makes no sense to me. But here we are. I think I could live. I could live without meat. I would. This is going to sound absolutely awful because I am an animal lover and I can't stand watching movies where animals get hurt. I can't bear the thought of animal suffering. But sometimes cooking with meat is just easier, I guess because I'm used to it. Thanks for the lurk. On the lurk now, chill out, cat. Yeah, enjoy. Rest your jaw. Yeah. Thank you for dropping in. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Much love back. Thank you so much, both of you, and have a lovely rest of your evening. Hearts. Hearts all round. To get back on that topic, like when I order HelloFresh, which is not very often, because it's quite expensive, relatively speaking, I normally order the vegetarian options because I really do like it, and it's a good way to get a lot of veg and healthy stuff in me. Because I'm very guilty of eating the things I'm used to. I reckon it's a bit of the neurospicy there, just going for habits instead of what actually is good for me. Comfort food more than anything. Oh, I have some goodish news, I suppose. My autism assessment is finally booked. So who knows? Depending on how that turns out, I might finally have an answer. And now we literally wait for paint to dry. Yes, we do. Caffeinated Viking, hello. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the raid. Vanavan, I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. Welcome to the stream. Coffee and good times. Love a coffee. Love good times. Ah. All right then. Hit me, Marcus. What are we doing? Are we gonna go big or are we gonna go small? Looks like you're doing fine detail brush, so I guess we're gonna go with the largest one. Well, my largest brush is a size 7, which is this one, which I stupidly let dry with paint in it the other day. Not too bad, Viking. How are you today? Oh, I love your little hornet little emote. That's very cute. How was your stream? Did you have a nice... well, I'm not sure where you're based, but I'm assuming evening. You are evil, Marcus. This... Oh man, this brush is... I need to give it some proper TLC with some paint purger, and... as it is not happy with me at the moment. What were you working on in your stream? Do you have any pictures you can share? My stream is link friendly, so if you have an Instagram or something, feel free to share. I'd love to see what you're up to. Doing good, just painting your big orc pirate warboss for your October competition entry. Nice. Coming along nicely. No shots yet. No, that's fair enough. It's not even if it helps get more paint on the model. That's fair. Yeah, I haven't done any Space Wolves or any Dreadnoughts yet, ever. And my local hobby shop has a winter competition. And the only requirement is that the model should look wintry. So I thought, what's more wintry than a Space Wolf? Yeah, here we are. But it's slow going because I don't really paint 40k normally. So armor like this is very new to me, and yeah, it's the red gobbo is very wintry. Yeah, my plan is to do like a resin pour in here, make this like a frozen stream, because I bought some of this stuff, liquid frost, and I picked up some really random, I'm trying to remember where I put it, oh there, there's a hobby shop next to my office. They sell miniature trains and stuff, and they have a different type of snow that I haven't tried yet. It's basically, it's really funny, it's just just a bag of like, it looks like plaster to be honest. And you get some glitter with with it, so we'll see. I may or may not use this. I haven't. Looking forward to getting a new one. You just bought one of the older ones today, so I hadn't. I looked at the old Space Wolf Dreadnought, and it just looked too dumpy to me. Like too like. Yeah, I wasn't huge on it, but then I'm lucky because I've got access to a 3D printer, so my partner very kindly printed up a couple of shoulder pieces that can go on there, and this is an alternative shoulder option which I didn't go for because I really liked that. And there's another one for this side, for the other side if I wanted that. And there is like, there's bits for, yeah, an obvious dick cloth thingy. Everyone needs a dick cloth. And some teeth to go somewhere. I'm trying to work out where everything goes on this though. There probably. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, like you said, it could either go great or horribly wrong. So yeah, what I did is I made I did a little test pour thingy. So I put some resin in there. Take the tape off actually now, because obviously it's dry. So you know what, it's been like, well, I say that, it's not actually completely dry. Oh, it leaked. Lovely. Oh, that's interesting. Look, I poured in quite a lot because I thought, you know what, I'll try and do quick. They are a great idea. They're so nice, so pretty. But yeah, I poured in quite a deep layer of the resin, and I think because I cured it quickly, just a tiny bit, the top layer with UV light, the top coat has dried, but the underneath has soaked into the cork, or underneath the cork by the looks of it. Some out through here as well, understandably so. This is good. This is good that I tested this, because now I know how it's going to go. To be fair, this is very, very realistic ice. With top layer frozen and the underneath not quite. But yeah, I'll test how the snow looks on there, and I'll test how well, how it all eventually will go on there, because I wanted a bit of more dynamic pose, so he's going to go on there like that, walkie, and then my plan was to make him look sideways, and then but yeah, obviously I'm gonna go, I'll have to paint him up. The Miss Rosikins, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, I'll have to paint up all of that, and I'll use a liquid frost on the ice. I'll make some snow, and then he'll be wintry. It will have to do. You tried doing something similar with UV resin for Halloween decorations last year, and very thin layers being cured is the key. Yeah, it's I have to admit, I was very impatient, which isn't really a surprise. I am very impatient. I don't do well with having to wait for stuff. So yeah, I'll when it comes to this, I'll have to I'll have to take it slow. It's actually not a bad shout to put some paint on this now. This whole distraction to resin is taken away from the big brush painting. Yes, it is actually. Sorry. You are very, very correct. I will add another 5 minutes onto my big brush. Chatting away over nothing. Instagram is your most recent work on it, but you find getting good pictures impossible. I'm very bad at pictures myself. I tend to, I do follow you, fortunately. Yeah, I've been told that black backgrounds work better, but you have to really change, like, some settings on your phone or on your edit your actual pictures. Oh, you have a little spinny thing. That's really cool. I love the yellow on that Golgort. That's really cool. Oh my god, the tiny checker pattern on there. That's... Whew. How did you do that? Did you freehand that, or was that a stamp or a what's it called? Decal. Words. Oh, everyone, if you're not following Caffeinated Viking yet, you really should. Both on Instagram and on Twitch, because they do some awesome work. You did see Green Stuff World are selling pitch black background for pics now. Consider picking one up. That's clever. What I did was I bought one of those photo boxes just off Amazon. I think it cost like 30 quid. And it comes with 2 different types of black background, one glossy, one matte, and a lot of other colours. Decals are free and needs a lot of work. Well, you managed to get the decals on very tidily, so that's also a skill. Yeah, and the photo box has like different brightness settings and stuff, but I'm just too impatient. Like I'm here for the painting. I'm not here for the photography. So I may need to ask if Nivian is interested in taking some photos. He actually enjoys taking photos, so maybe he maybe he'll take pictures if I give instructions on what I've been told should happen. Microsoft have been a game changer. Oh yeah, they are huge. I'm still weirded out by the fact that the micro set is the one that you use first. Is it? Yeah, because I feel like setting should be the final step, but it's I've only done... How many decals have I done? Not many. Only a few. I did some with water. But my like my smartest ones, my sharpest ones are definitely microsol and microset. Amazing stuff. Doesn't compute your brain either. Okay, I'm glad. Because I yeah. I don't know who came up with that phrasing or that wording, but they must have intentionally done that, because otherwise, why? Someone must have been able to tell them that that's the wrong way. Anyway. Right, I need to fix this glow, which is not a glow, it's not very good. I think I might do that with the airbrush because I'm lazy. So that will have to wait. Let's see if I can get some a bit of a wash on that banner. Let's not wash it in red. Yeah, I have to check a tutorial every time you go to use them to make sure you're using the right one first. Memory of an Etch-a-Sketch. I have to remember that one. That is fantastic. Memory of an Etch-a-Sketch. You and me both. Like, most of the time when I'm painting, I need to leave my paint on my desk because I'm too scatterbrained and I can't be bothered to write it down, like my recipes. Like I'm very brave because I put my paints that I was using for Fulgrim away, and Fulgrim is not done yet. So it's a scary time. But I need to do this first, and then Fulgrim can be then I can pick Fulgrim up again. Yeah. He needs to be patient. He doesn't need to be finished until the end of December. This dreadnought needs to be finished on the 5th of December. Anytime you partner into speed bump, you lose a week. Oh man, the things I forget. Like, I have to put everything in my phone. Everything that I need to remember needs to go in my phone, and if I need a reminder for something, I need to make sure that I put multiple reminders in my phone. Because otherwise it just won't. You don't hit them that hard. Only sometimes. It's one of those things, right? It's We try really, really hard to be memory erase. Shakes furiously. Memory erase. Just reprime and restart. Yeah, that's your issue. You need this org done by the 31st of this month, and then you can get back to your own projects. Yeah, technically these are all my own projects, but I've currently got on the go the Black Coach. You don't know. You don't remember. You made a shopping list on your phone. You went shopping and forgot to check the list. That is proper forget-a-roonios. So I've got the Black Coach on the go, which needs work still. It's like it's getting there, for sure. Yeah, that one's on hold for now. Still definitely need to. I need to finish those. It's they left it at home. They left the black at home. Then I did a big base for Fulgrim. And Fulgrim is also a project on the go. He's currently in, well, stages of completion, but nowhere near done. Just need to stop entering competition and challenges so you can get some backlog done. Yeah, so this is a competition piece, but only for my at-home end of year New Year's challenge. We do a challenge with our friends once a year. Last year it was a small-scale diorama, so it was under like a glass dome, and we had like parameters were you weren't allowed to paint an army that you'd painted before. It had to be Gur landscape. Now I can't remember what I can't remember what the let me see what the rules were last year. Let me scroll all the way up. To the very, very start of this chat. Obviously I can't search now. Oh well, it doesn't matter. But that was last year, and I did some Cities of Sigmar bits on that. He is in progress this year. This year's a centerpiece model, and the only thing we're being judged on is the model itself. And I'm like, because I'm not playing with Fulgrim, I'm not going to be playing with Fulgrim. I was like, he needs a bigger base. He has a tiny base. Like, I think he comes on the same size base as a dreadnought, I think. Which, to me, I feel that's just a waste of 180 quid. So he's getting a big base, because it's just going to be like my own like centerpiece thing. It's going to be put somewhere. So he's going to go here. He's going to be fighting the last standing Iron Hand. That one is very much dead. He's got his face is done, or like his head is done. Hello, camera. Thank you. I'm actually surprisingly happy with how his head came out. Yeah, and every time I look at this face, I am very, very happy I picked up the old resin one, even if it meant that I had to fight bloody Forge World resin bits, because it meant that he could have a normal face and not like a weird. Like, I know technically he is out of his mind and all that, but it was like I just really like him more with real face. Face. But yeah, so the dreadnought needs to be finished on the 5th of December. So I have loads of time, you think. But I'm a very slow painter. Everything takes me 6 million years. And I only really paint on stream most days, so it's yeah. I should be able to do some painting on Friday. And I'll put some base coats down, some volumetrics with the airbrush, because I do not want to paint the entire dreadnought with a brush. I'd end up stippling, which is fine. Because I don't think it would look very nice if I brush painted it. It would take way too long and I would struggle to get it smooth. So yeah, here we are. What other projects are you working on, or should you be working on but you're not working on because you're working on competition pieces? Good on for large bases, cheap plastic Lazy Susans on Amazon. You get a 2-pack for run. Oh, really? Separate them. You have 4 8-inch diameter bases. Oh, wow. That's a good idea. Oh, remember that. That's a good shout, because I have wondered in the past, like, where do people get like affordable bases from? Because if you order them from, yeah, I suppose there are places like that. What's a place called that sells the magnets and stuff? Anyway, you can buy reasonably priced bases, but if you're not going to be using them for gaming anyway, you don't need an official size. Magnets are us, yeah. Magnets are us, yeah. Yeah, probably. I don't really magnetize my models or my bases, to be honest, because I don't really travel. I don't really go anywhere, so I don't need to worry about my models shifting in a case or anything like that. I don't really magnetize arms or stuff like that, even though I probably should and well, could and should. Yeah. Use one for your Spaceballs Outriders diorama. Turned out great. On the Instagram. Back to Instagram. Okay, that's cool as hell. That poor goblin. Oh no. Oh my god. How did you make the dust clouds? .3D printer website called Deadly Print Studio. Oh, cool. Sorry, not been that chatty. Currently painting to gonna leave a lurk. Thank you very much for the lurk. I appreciate it, and no problem at all. I am. Yeah, well, no one is under any obligation to be chatty when they're here. My main goal is to just have a chill environment for anyone who would like to have some background chatter or background noise when they're painting. Just some sort of like company in a way. And I really appreciate the follow and the lurk. Thank you. Right, I don't really want to open up yet another color of paint. Oh, here we go. Gem. Forgot about that one. Balls. Deadly Print Studio. I will have to remember that because that is good to know. Apologies for the hairdryer. Right, a lot more models sent off to get a quote for price. Oh, nice. To your, the shop that you sell them to. You bought the physical prints, but you can buy the STLs from them too. Oh, awesome. I mean, just because I will forget. I'll be absolute boomer and take a picture of it. Yes, TC Combat Troll Trader. That's right. You need to invest in a 3D printer. They're not that expensive anymore. You can get a fairly decent one for like £200 now. The main issue is like space for most people. Where do you put something like that if you don't have like a super large hobby room or a garage or something? Because you don't want to be sitting next to it when it's printing. As good as they are and as good as good as the air filters and things are that you can get with them, it still smells. You are tempted at some point. They are really, really cool. Because generally speaking, STLs are really not that expensive for what they are. Filament, if you're planning on doing things like terrain and stuff, absolutely. If you want to print minis or like armor pieces and stuff for your minis, I would advise to buy a resin one. Because unless you want to spend a lot of money on a really, really expensive new filament one, like a newer versions. Gee, John 40k, thank you very much for the raid. How are you? John raid, yay! Probably Johan, actually. How are you doing? How was your stream? I don't think I follow you yet. Let me give you a follow. Follow! Or you can just get your friend who's obsessed with this print for you. Yeah, fair enough. How was your stream, Johan? Did you have a nice, well, I'm hoping, assuming it's evening for you. I don't know where you are based, so you might not. It was alright, you did some speed painting at your Age of Sigmar. 2,000 points in 1 month. Oh my god. Thank you for the follow, Johan. Merbringer, congrats, Johan. You've made your goal. What's the goal? What was the goal, rather? Followed. Nice. Bonjour. Monsieur Timing. Didn't notice hitting a goal. You knew to this whole streaming part of it all. I mean, I've been doing it for a year now, and I miss half of all the things that are going on. Like, nearly just got run over, so that was fun. What on earth? What happened? You are not a small man. How did they not see you? Idiot cyclist bombing it down the pavement, dressed in all black, no lights on. Oh my god. Did you stick your cane in his wheel? Or was he flew past. Comes in a foot of you, just keeps going. My god. Didn't know she couldn't hear him over the sound of the road. Yeah, fair. Absolutely, bloody cyclist. This is a saying. This is coming from a person who is born and raised in Amsterdam. Like, I lived in Amsterdam for about 27 years. Took my bike everywhere. Traveled everywhere with my bike when I lived there. Say this with the straightest face. Cyclists are dicks. Pardon my French. They feel like they own the road. Act all indignant when they don't get right of way, or if you don't see them. But then they refuse to wear any reflective clothes. They refuse to wear a helmet, in the Netherlands anyway. And they don't behave or don't follow any of the traffic rules, so then they wonder why people don't like them. Fun times. But you're right. Just giving those of us who actually follow the rules of the road a bad name. Yeah. True. In the Netherlands and Amsterdam especially now, everyone, especially all the teenagers and like yuppie rich people. Oh my god! This is Duke, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you, everyone. Let me give you a little follow, Duke. I don't think I follow you. Follow. Go. That looks like some legit painting. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the shout out, Zach. I appreciate that. I mean, I've had, this is probably my most raided stream ever. I've had about, I want to say about 5 raids. It's been a bit crazy. I really appreciate it. How was your stream, Duke? Did you have a good time? What were you working on? Satan's favorite goat. Hello, how are you? That's a fantastic name. I love it. I know, like, gotta stay up till midnight now. Oh man, I don't think so. I'll be dead tomorrow. Oh, I can hear my dog. Delightful. We're painting a Legio Custodes Caladius graph tank. Oh my god, that sounds bananas. Hello, buddy.
He's been a bit scatty, so I worried.
A bit what?
He's been a little bit scatty.
Oh, scatty? Are you scatty?
He's fine on his walk.
Oh, scatty boy. Do you want to up? Up? Oh. God, that is very wet. Kinda gross, buddy. Yeah, he is very fluffy. Some fine painting. Thank you so much, Mr. Lovekid. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm working on a Space Wolves dreadnought. Yeah, that's my dog. His name is George. He had a very busy day at daycare, so he's a little bit overhyped at the moment. But yeah, I'm working on some shoulder pads at the moment. I still need to decide how I'm going to finish these gems because I'm not entirely sure yet. It's staying here now. Yeah, the dog is currently under the desk in his bed because he's very tired. But this is, I'll show you George because I should probably clear all my notifications. Clear all. Then I can show you guys. That's what he looks like. He's so far actually less detailed than another project that I'm working on. Tidying up, just got the audio on whilst feed it. Yeah, no, of course. It's I'm surprised you're even about still, to be honest. It's always hard to hang around after you finished your stream. So, but yeah, I'm working on a so this is a Space Wolves Redemptor Dreadnought. Eventually, at the moment it's just shoulder pads. The bits have been like he's been built partially. Got some legs, and he's gonna go on this little base. And this is gonna have like a resin pour in it, so it's gonna be ice, and there's gonna be snow on there, because he is for a winter competition. My local hobby store is doing a December. I know, dready pads. Yeah, they're doing a. Oh my god, I've got dog snot on my glasses now. They're doing a. Yeah, I've never done one before. I've never done a dreadnought before. I've never done a Space Wolf before, and I've never done a winter base before. So it's a triad of firsts. I'm sure I'll be fine. Yeah, I figured if any legion is going to be if it's going to be fitting for any legion, Space Wolves will be it. I probably won't be the only Space Wolf model that will be submitted, but hopefully I will be the only dreadnought. Oh, my glasses are in absolute state now. Oh well. Yeah, and whilst... Well, I was already working on another competition piece for snow effect, use PVA glue, baking powder and white paint to prevent it from turning yellow when it's cured. Oh, clever. And water. Yeah, I picked up a box of, because I work next to a miniature train hobby shop, and they sell this stuff. I was going to try resin out, but it's so much stuff. It's not too bad. You can just buy resin, UV resin, just like nail polish resin, this stuff. Then all you need is that, a bottle of UV nail resin, and a UV light. So it's not that much, and relatively cheap. You don't have to mix like two-tone epoxy or two-part epoxy or anything like that. You can just use. Yeah, that exact bottle. Yeah, I bought a 5-pack. that was cheaper, or like not cheaper, but more. What's it called? Economical. But yeah, they do a glittering snow powder at the miniature train shop next door. I have no idea how to do this. I'm gonna have to translate the German on the back. Looks like 5 parts of snow powder with 2 parts of water, stirring it until it's elastic. Leave it for 5 minutes, then work through again. Then use a spatula make little snow piles. But yeah, so it's got that. Bulk pack, yes, that's it. And it came with this little pack of glitter, which I find freaking hilarious. I have no idea if I'm going to be using that. Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, I prepped a test base so I can have a play. So I put a little bit of resin on there and some cork so I can have a play. I can have a play. Throws tanks at me. Glitter, I'm sold, I know, right? No, actually, I don't speak German. I understand German because I'm Dutch, so most of it is very similar, and I did have German in school. So I can read it, sort of, but I don't speak it, if that makes sense. You say for days, it will stay everywhere for weeks and months, if I'm not careful. Swamp German, indeed. You finished tidying up, so you need to get food and leave a lurk. Thank you so much for the raid again, Caffeinated Viking. I really appreciate it, and thank you. Well, it was lovely having you again, so thanks. But yeah, so I've got my dreadnought who needs to be finished on the 5th of December. I've got my Fulgrim with all his various bits still off that still need to be attached. And his little, like, hip clothy things. And his face. So yeah, it's and he needs to be finished by the end of December. So I've got that sounds like a lot of time, but it's gonna be a while. Like Gold on the Tail is so precise. Yeah, it took a while. I've been painting for ages. You think Fulgrim needs glitter? Oh my god. You've heard people find glitter after 7 years afterwards it was banned in the house. Yeah, it's one of my friends does an annual charity stream on Twitch where he does a glitter beard. His beard's about yay long, and he puts glitter all over it, like from here to there, full glitter. Christmas baubles, like little, like the things that you put in a Christmas tree in there. He says he has to put he normally puts a sheet over his desk, a sheet under his chair, and he normally wears something like a onesie or something like that as part of the stream. And he had glitter in his eyeballs, he had glitter in his mouth, up his nose last year. It was honestly, it looks fantastic because he really goes all in. I'll see if I can find a picture because he always puts them on Facebook afterwards, and it's just, does he shave the beard? No, he leaves it. So he showers, he washes it, and then he yeah, so that was last year's Christmas beard. It's honestly one of the best things ever, and mixed with gold. And he raises money for charity every year. I know, it's so good. It's so much glitter. But how much money did he raise last year? It was a lot. 2,050 euros he raised last year. So yeah, 2,000 euros. Last year was for the Irish Cancer Society. So his name on, I'll give you his Twitch because otherwise you're gonna struggle to find him, I think. I don't even know how to pronounce his Twitch name officially. But it is, we all call him Duth. His name is Pete, or Peter. I follow a lot of people, so I'm gonna have to Copy. Oh, thank you. You're better. I thought he had an accent on his. Yeah, that is him. I think. No, it's not. That's the wrong one. It's this. This is his name. Paste. Oh, now it doesn't work, obviously. There's an extra H in there. It's on Hass. Extra H. But yeah, he normally streams games. I think he's on October break. So I think he'll be back in November. I think he's let me check his Discord. Announcements. Stream schedule. Yeah, he's in October. He's on a break, but he'll be back in November and December because he's yeah, he's fantastic. What was that bark? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for the follow, Mr. Lovegood. I really appreciate it. But yeah, he's well worth checking out. He's really, really funny. He's Irish. His streams are very much adult only, I would say. Not because it's like explicit content or anything like that, but he does cuss a lot, and but he's really, really funny and just such a nice guy. So if you ever have a chance, if you ever see him pop up on your go live in November, definitely go say hi because he's lovely. Yes, I reckon it'll be. He's normally sort of the weekend before Christmas. He tends to do it, something like that. So yeah, it'll be fantastic. And he normally does like all kinds of crazy things during that stream as well. So it's well worth a watch, and always for a good cause. The charity usually changes every year. He's done a load of different ones, but they're always charities that are sort of close to his heart for some reason. Yeah, I always donate and make sure I spend some time in the stream when he's doing it, because it's just so good, so fun. And all the other games, he does a lot of co-op games as well, and things that you can join in on. And yeah, he's obviously not a miniature painter, but he's good people. He is good people. Speaking of good people, you lot, I really, really appreciate all the follows and all the raids today, and it's been a really, really fun stream today. I've had a really good time. Not really into Warhammer or such, at least not yet. Just impressed by. Oh, bless you. You love the vibes already. Well, I'm really happy to hear it. I'm literally all I try to do is just create an environment for anyone who just wants to hang out, wants to chill, for people to feel welcome to come and hang out and have a laugh, and just hope you enjoyed the time. Thank you so much, Johan. Really appreciate the raid and the people you brought with you and your chats and everything. So thank you very much for being here. I'm gonna raid out in a moment as well, because I need to very much get to bed, because it's a very early morning again tomorrow, and I had a very early morning this morning. But yeah, I've had a I always try and make my streams a chill, nice time to be around. And if people want to talk about stuff, then everyone's always welcome to talk. Or if you just want to hang out, just want to lurk, that's also absolutely valid. No one is required to do anything. I don't expect anything from anyone other than please be yourself and be happy. See you on the day of Saturn. Indeed, I will be back with my stream on Saturday, probably around 2 o'clock UK time. That is my normal stream start time on Saturdays. Let me have a look, see if there's anyone online who we can go raid, because I want to spread the love. See if anyone has... No one I know that needs the TLC. Let's see if anyone Oh. Who are you? Oh no. Oh, but she's got painter in there, so we can go there. I really wish people wouldn't put ads at the start of their streams, but it's a birthday countdown, so we're going to go to Crazy MCR Angel. No idea who they are. But we're gonna... Exactly, I was literally just... I saw you in there and I thought, you know what, let's go that way. I've already watched the ad. I hope we don't get dumped in with an ad. But yeah, everyone, yeah, it's gone 10 here, Mr. Lovegood. It's a late one. Thank you for the follow, Granty. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening. I'm going to create a raid to... Oh my god, that was loud. I need to change that. Oh my god, someone remind me. Follower goal 450. That's bananas. Thank you, guys. Should probably try and sleep. Thanks for the stream. Hopefully see you next time. Yes, thank you very much for hanging out. I really appreciate everyone joining me today. I really enjoyed my stream. It's been very chill, very fun, and I love you all. So I'm going to send this over to Crazy MCR Angel. No idea how to pronounce it, but we're going to go there. And yeah, hopefully we'll be able to give her some love as well. Bye bye. Thank you all.